Imagine being in line at Target and witnessing a woman secretly hide a small item in her bag, desperate to get away without paying. You might think you know what's right or wrong, but what if doing the right thing isn't so clear? Today, you'll see how one quiet bystander's clever plan challenges everything about justice, kindness, and morality. You'll discover what truly happens when rules collide with compassion, and how a simple act of deception can become a powerful lesson for us all. And here's the twist you won't see coming. The woman's mistake wasn't what you thought. Her story will make you question, when is it okay to bend the rules? When is it brave to do what's right, even if it's illegal? You'll want to stay till the end for the surprising choice that changes everything. Before we jump in, drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. And hit that like button if you believe kindness is a strength, not a weakness. Because what happens next could change how you see justice forever. It was a busy afternoon at Target. I stood in line at the checkout. My hands were shaky, and my heart felt heavy. I was tired and worried. I had a small backpack on my back and a coupon in my hand. Inside my shopping bag, I knew I had made a mistake, but I was trying to hide it. The woman ahead of me was nervous too. She was middle-aged, wearing simple clothes. Her face looked worried. She looked around quickly as she tried to pay. She was holding her purse tight. Her hands trembled a little. Suddenly, I saw the man behind the counter. He was tall and serious. He was dressed very neatly. His eyes looked sharp. He was the kind of man who liked rules. He believed rules were very important. The woman was trying to pay, but her hands shook more. She fumbled with her wallet. She dropped a few coins. She looked scared. I could tell she was upset. The man behind the counter loudly said, "Hey, you're not paying right. That's not correct." He pointed at her groceries. "You are missing something. You are trying to cheat." The woman's face turned red. She looked down and said softly, "I didn't mean to cheat. I forgot." Her voice was small. She looked like she wanted to hide. The woman was nervous. She didn't know what to do. She looked at me, her eyes full of worry. She seemed ready to run away. I watched her. I saw how scared she was. I wanted to help, but I didn't know how. I felt small and unsure. I looked at the man. He was angry now. His voice was loud. "Rules are rules," he said. "Everyone must follow them." I didn't like how he was talking. He was judging her very harshly. I thought about saying something, but I kept quiet. I didn't want to make trouble. I just wanted her to be okay. But then, I saw a small idea pop into my head. A way to help without breaking everything. I looked at the woman again. She looked so sad. I decided I would try to do something quiet, something smart. I took a small step forward. I acted carefully so no one would notice. I reached into my pocket and slowly slipped a few small items onto my belt. These items were forbidden. I knew it, but I wasn't doing it to cheat. I was doing it to help her. The woman saw me do it. Her eyes widened. She looked at me with surprise and a little hope. I didn't say anything. I just smiled gently and nodded toward her. The man behind the counter was still angry. He was shouting now. "What's going on?" he demanded. "Who put those items on the belt?" I held my breath. I didn't say a word. I kept my hands steady. I was trying to be brave. The woman looked at me. She whispered, "Thank you." Her voice was trembling. "Thank you for helping me." I nodded again. I saw her pull out a small crumpled bill. She gave it to me quickly. It was just $5. She whispered, "This is for you, for your kindness." Her words made my heart feel warm and sad at the same time. And then she moved away. She disappeared into the store. I watched her go. I felt happy that I helped her, but also worried. I wondered if I had done the right thing. The man behind the counter looked furious. His face was red. He saw the small trick I played. His voice was sharp. "You broke the rules," he said loudly. "You broke the law." But I felt something different inside. I felt that maybe rules are not always the only answer. Maybe sometimes a small act of kindness can be more important. As I looked at the empty space where the woman had been, I wondered, did I help her? Or did I just make things worse? I wasn't sure, but I knew one thing. In this small moment, I tried to do what I thought was right. And that was the first small step of a bigger story. A story about rules, kindness, and doing what's right, even when it's hard. I walk outside the store. The air feels cool and quiet. My heart is still pounding a little from what just happened inside. I see the woman from the checkout line sitting on a bench nearby. She looks tired. Her face is pale, and she keeps holding her hand to her chest. She seems upset, and her eyes are red from crying. I want to go to her, but I hesitate. I remember how angry the man was, the one who was so strict about the rules. His voice was loud, and he looked down on her. I know she made a mistake, but I can see she is scared. I feel sorry for her. I sit down next to her slowly, not wanting to scare her. She looks at me with sad eyes. I ask softly, "Are you okay?" She shakes her head and whispers, "No, I forgot my medicine. I needed it today, but I left it at home." Her words make my heart ache. I didn't know she was sick. She looks so small and fragile. I want to help, but I also wonder if I should do anything at all. Just then, I hear the sound of the man's voice inside the store. He's still angry, shouting about rules and honesty. I can tell he thinks he is right. I feel a tug inside me. Maybe I should do something, but what? I look at the woman again. She is trembling a little, as if she might cry again. I think about what I did earlier. I slipped some forbidden items onto my belt to help her. It was a small thing, but it felt big at the time. I didn't do it just to be sneaky. I wanted to stand up for her. I wanted to show that kindness can sometimes be more important than rules. Now I watch her quietly. She looks at the ground, touching her coat nervously. Her voice is soft when she speaks again. "Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without help." I nod. I want to say more, but I don't know what. I just feel that I did something good, even if it was against the rules. It makes me think about what's truly right in this moment. Suddenly, I see a small crumpled bill in her hand. Maybe it's her way of saying thank you, or maybe it's a way of feeling guilty. I wonder what she's thinking. I speak gently. "It's okay. Sometimes, we all need a little help. You are not alone." She looks up at me, her eyes shining with quiet gratitude. She whispers, "Thank you. I will try to do better next time." We sit together for a moment. The store noises seem far away. I realize that helping her, even in a small way, made me feel better too. I wish I could do more, but I know I did what I could in this moment. As she stands up slowly, she gives me a small, shaky smile. I watch her walk away, feeling a mix of hope and sadness inside me. I know she still has a tough road ahead. I also know that sometimes breaking a rule can be a tiny act of kindness. I stay on the bench for a little longer, thinking about everything. Inside me, I feel the weight of what just happened. It was not simple. It was messy and complicated. But I believe that kindness is more powerful than rules alone. And so I get up and start walking away, feeling a little stronger. I know I might face more challenges, but I will try to do what's right, even if it's hard. Because sometimes the small acts of kindness are what really matter in this world. I walk down the quiet street, thinking about what happened at the store. It was a strange day, and my heart feels heavy. I still hold the small bill in my hand, the one I gave the woman. It feels warm and real, like a tiny promise that kindness can matter. I look around and see the sky. The sun is shining. But I feel tired inside. I am glad I helped her, but I wonder if I did the right thing. Did I break any rules, or was it just a small act of mercy? As I walk, I remember her eyes. She looked so scared and thankful at the same time. She whispered her secret medicine to me. I could see how much she needed help. I feel a little proud, but also worried. What happens next? I keep walking, thinking about the man at the store, the one who was so sure about rules. He was angry when he saw what I did. He believes rules are strict and must be followed all the time. But I saw how he looked when he was angry. His face was red, and his eyes showed he didn't like losing control. I wonder if he ever feels unsure like I do. Maybe he thinks rules are more important than kindness. Maybe he does not see that sometimes rules block a chance to do good. Suddenly, I stop and sit on a bench. I want to think more about what is right. Is it wrong to bend a rule if it helps someone? Or is it wrong to be so strict that you forget to be kind? I hear footsteps. I turn and see a man walking toward me. He is tall and wears glasses. He looks kind, but I notice a small frown on his face. Maybe he is upset about what I did. He stops next to me and asks, "Are you okay? I saw what happened at the store." I nod slowly. "Yes, I am okay. I just think about what we did." He sits down beside me. "Tell me," he says softly. "What made you help her?" I look at him. She was very scared and sick. She forgot her medicine. I just wanted to help her. I don't think rules should stop us from doing what is right. He nods. That is a good reason. Sometimes rules are there to help us, but other times they can stop us from helping someone in need. I feel a little better hearing that. I wanted to ask, "Do you think I did the right thing?" But I stay quiet and listen. He smiles gently. "You did what your heart told you to do. That is important. But we should also think about the rules and when it is okay to bend them." I nod again. I know I will think about that a lot. Then he says, "Sometimes the biggest kindness is to see when rules are not enough. To help someone, we might have to be brave and do something a little different." I smile at him. "Thank you. I think I understand a little better now." He stands up and pats my shoulder. "Keep caring. That is what matters most." As he walks away, I feel a little lighter. I stand up too. I look at the sky again. The sun is still shining, and I feel hope. Maybe helping her was a small act, but it was also a big step. I know I will try to do the right thing, even if it is hard. Because sometimes, kindness is more important than rules, and that makes all the difference. I walk outside the store. The air feels cool and quiet. My hands are a little shaky. I remember what just happened inside. I saw the woman, scared and upset. She had made a mistake at the checkout. The man, so strict and angry, yelled at her loudly. I felt a strange mix of feelings inside me. I wanted to help, but I also knew I had broken the rules. I sit down on a bench near the store. I look at the ground and take a deep breath. My mind races with thoughts. Was what I did right? Did I do enough? Or did I just cause more trouble? Inside the store, I saw the woman. She looked small and tired. She was holding her purse tight. I remembered how she whispered to me, her voice trembling. She had said she forgot her medicine. I could see her fear. I wanted to do more to help her. I think about the man. He was so sure he was right. He wanted everyone to follow the rules. But I saw something in his face. Maybe he didn't see her pain. Maybe he only saw the broken rules. I feel a little sad, but I also feel proud. I helped her, even if it was against the rules. I slipped some forbidden items onto my belt. I did it quietly, so no one would see. It was a small act, but it felt like a big step. I remember the woman's face. She looked surprised when she saw the items. Then she looked at me with her eyes full of hope. She whispered, "Thank you," very softly. Her voice was full of gratitude and fear. She told me she had a secret. She forgot her medicine again. She was worried about her health. I reached out and gave her a little smile. I wanted her to know she was not alone. After she left, I looked at the items I had added to my belt. 6 forbidden things now sat there. I wondered if I was doing the right thing. I knew I was bending the rules, but I also knew I was trying to do something good. Suddenly, I heard footsteps coming toward me. It was the man. His face was red with anger. He saw the items on my belt and pointed at them. "Hey, what are you doing?" he shouted. "That's against the rules. You can't cheat like that." I felt my heart race. I didn't want to get into a fight. I looked at him and said, "I was just trying to help her. She needed help. I did what I thought was right." He stared at me with angry eyes. "That's not how it works. Rules are rules. You broke them. Wrong." I took a deep breath. I didn't want to argue. I just wanted to be kind. I looked at him and said softly, "Sometimes kindness is more important than rules." He scowled and crossed his arms. He didn't say anything for a moment. Then he turned away and grumbled, walking past me. I watched him go. Inside me, I felt a strange mix of feelings. I was happy I helped the woman, but I also felt worried about what he might do next. I looked down at the 6 forbidden items on my belt. They looked small, but they meant a lot to me now. They were a symbol of what I did today, a small act of kindness, even if it broke a rule. As I sat there, I thought about what I had learned. Sometimes, rules are important, but kindness and helping others are more important. Doing the right thing isn't always easy. It can be risky. I felt tired, but also hopeful. I knew I might face more tough choices, but I also knew that helping someone in need is always worth it. I stood up slowly. I took the small amount of money I had, just $5, and put it into my pocket. It was proof of what I did. A secret, a small gift, or maybe a small debt I owed myself. I started walking away from the store. The sun was starting to set, casting a soft orange light on everything. I felt a quiet peace inside me. I didn't have all the answers, but I knew I had done what I could. And maybe, just maybe, that was enough. I walk out of the store feeling tired, but a little lighter inside. My legs feel shaky, but I hold my head up. I look at the small secret in my pocket, the crumpled $5 bill. It's not much, but for me, it means I survived today. I take a deep breath and start walking down the parking lot. I am glad I helped the woman. I know I did something risky, but I also think I did something kind. I feel proud and worried at the same time. Did I do the right thing? I am not sure, but I know I couldn't just stand there and do nothing. As I walk, I see the woman from the store a little ways ahead. She is moving quickly, her head down. I want to call out to her, but I hesitate. Will she want to talk? Or is she just trying to forget everything? Suddenly, I hear a loud voice behind me. It's the man from the store, the one who was so angry. He is walking fast, his face red. He points at me and shouts, "Hey, you, stop right there." I freeze. My heart beats fast. I do not want trouble. I try to walk faster, but he catches up. "You think you are so clever," he snarls, "breaking the rules just to help her. That's not right. You will pay for this." His words are sharp, like a knife. I feel my stomach turn. I want to run, but I stand still. The man steps closer. "You should follow the rules. Rules are there for a reason. You are a bad example." I look at him. He is so angry, so sure he is right. I want to explain, but nothing comes out. Suddenly, I see the woman turn around. She is watching everything. She looks worried. I want to tell her I'm okay, that I did something good, but I'm afraid. Then I hear a quiet voice. It's the stranger, the one who helped me earlier. He steps in between me and the angry man. "Hey," he says calmly, "there's no need to be so mad. We all make mistakes. Sometimes, doing the right thing means taking a small risk." The angry man glares at him. "You don't understand. Rules are rules. If you break them, chaos will follow." The stranger looks at him gently. Maybe, or maybe sometimes, rules are just rules, and kindness is more important than just following them blindly. The man grumbles and turns away. He shoves his hands in his pockets and storms off. His face is still angry, but he walks away. The stranger looks at me and smiles softly. "Are you okay?" I nod slowly. My hands are trembling. I feel grateful, but also scared. "Thank you," I whisper, my voice shaking. "Thank you for helping me." He nods. "You're welcome. Sometimes it's okay to bend the rules a little when you're doing something good. Just be careful." I look at him. Did I do the right thing? He pauses and then says, "That's a hard question. Sometimes doing what's right isn't easy, but I think you did your best, and that's what matters." I tuck the small secret, the money, back into my pocket. I look at the woman again. She is walking away now, faster, but I catch her eye and give her a small smile. As I turn to leave, I realize something. I may have broken one small rule today, but I also showed kindness. Maybe that is more important than just following every rule exactly. I walk gently toward my car. My legs still feel shaky, but inside, I feel a little stronger. I know I did something brave, something that matters, and maybe, just maybe, that's what being truly good is all about. I walk out of the store slowly. My mind is full of thoughts. I feel a little nervous, but also a bit proud. I still hold the small, crumpled $5 bill in my hand. It's a quiet sign of what I did today. I look around and see the busy street. People are walking past, and the sun is shining. I take a deep breath and try to calm my racing heart. I am now outside, but my mind keeps going back to what happened inside. That woman, I remember how scared she looked. She almost broke down. I saw her trembling and her eyes full of worry. I remember how she whispered that she forgot her medicine. I wonder if she took it today. I wonder if she is okay now. When I look at her, I see she is sitting on a bench a few steps away. She looks tired, her face tired but grateful. I walk over quietly and sit next to her. I don't say anything at first. I just watch her and wait. She looks up at me with a small, shy smile. She says softly, "Thank you. Thank you for helping me." Her voice is shaky, but her words are kind. I feel warm inside, but also nervous. I want to say something, to tell her I did it because I care. But I just nod and smile back. She takes a deep breath and then whispers, "I forgot my medicine. I was so scared I wouldn't find it. I don't have much left." Her eyes look down at her hands. I know she is afraid and tired. I want to help more, but I don't know how. I reach into my pocket and pull out the small bill. I hold it out gently. "Here," I say softly. "This is for your medicine. I hope it helps." She looks at me with surprised eyes. She hesitates for a moment, then reaches out and takes the bill carefully. Her hands are trembling, just like before. She whispers, "You are very kind. I don't know what I would have done without you." Her voice is full of gratitude. I feel happy, but also a little sad. I wish I could do more. She looks at the money and then puts it into her pocket. "Thank you," she says again. "It means a lot to me." Her voice is quiet but strong. I want to tell her it's okay, that I am happy to help, but I also feel that I am taking a risk. I broke a rule to do something good. Suddenly, I hear a loud voice behind us. It's the man from the store. He is the one who was angry earlier. His face looks angry again. He points at me and says loudly, "Hey, what are you doing? You shouldn't be helping her break the rules." I turn to look at him. My heart pounds faster. I know I made a mistake maybe, but I also know I did something kind. I look at the woman. She looks scared again, but she also looks grateful. The man keeps talking, his voice sharp. "That's not right. Rules are rules. Everyone must follow them. You can't just cheat the system." I feel my hand shake. I want to say something, but don't know what. The woman gently touches my arm. She whispers, "Thank you for everything." Then she slowly stands up and starts to walk away, her head bowed a little. I watch her go. I feel a strange mix of sadness and happiness. I helped her, yes, but I also broke a rule. I wonder if I did the right thing. Maybe I should have just watched and done nothing. Or maybe helping her was more important than rules today. As she disappears down the street, I stand there and think. I look at the man, still angry. I see him fuming, his face red with frustration. I know he believes rules are always right, but I also think about what I did. Sometimes kindness can mean bending the rules a little. Sometimes it can save someone's life. I turn and walk away slowly. My mind is full of questions. Did I do the right thing? Was I brave? Or was I foolish? I don't know, but I do know one thing. Today I learned that small acts of kindness can be very powerful. They can help someone in ways that rules cannot. I keep walking, feeling tired but also hopeful. The sun is still shining. I think about the woman and her secret medicine. I hope she finds a way to stay safe and healthy. I hope she remembers that there are people who care, even in small moments. And I think about myself. I know I broke a rule today, but I also did something that felt right in my heart. Maybe that's what really matters. Maybe sometimes kindness is more important than perfect rules. As I go home, I hold that small bill tightly in my hand. It's a reminder that even small actions can have big meaning. And that sometimes, in the quiet moments, we find the true meaning of right and wrong. I walk away from the store, holding the small bill in my pocket. My heart feels heavy, but also a little lighter. I helped her, yes, but I also broke a rule. I know I did something that may not be right. Still, I believe I did it for kindness. The street is quiet. The sun is low in the sky. I keep walking, trying to think. I look at the bill in my hand. It's crumpled a little. I wonder if it is enough. Did I do the right thing? Suddenly, I hear a loud voice. I turn around and see the man from the store. He is angry. His face is red. He is pointing at me. "You broke the rules," he shouts. "You helped her cheat. That's wrong." I feel my stomach tighten. I don't want to argue. I just want to go home and forget all this. But I know I cannot ignore him. He steps closer. "You think you are clever, but rules are rules. Without rules, everything falls apart." I look at him. His words are harsh. He seems like he believes he is right. But I know that sometimes rules are not enough. Sometimes kindness matters more. Just then, I see someone else, a tall man with kind eyes. He is standing nearby, watching everything. He speaks gently. "Sir, I think you are too angry. Not everything is black and white. Sometimes doing the right thing means bending the rules a little." The man frowns. "That's not how it works. Rules are rules." The kind man shakes his head and looks at me. "You did what you believed was right. Sometimes helping others is more important than just rules." The angry man grits his teeth. "You are all wrong," he says. "Rules are what keep us safe." But the kind man steps closer. He nods to me and says softly, "You did a good thing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." I feel a little more brave. I nod back. My hands are still trembling, but I hold the small bill tightly. It is a small thing, but to me, it means a lot. The angry man scoffs and turns away. He mutters under his breath. His face is twisted with frustration, but he walks off. The kind man looks at me. "Are you okay?" he asks. I nod slowly. "Yes. I was just scared. I didn't want to get in trouble, but I wanted to help her too." He smiles kindly. "That's what matters. Sometimes helping others means we have to make hard choices. You showed courage today." I feel a little proud. Maybe I didn't do everything perfect, but I did my best. I helped someone in need. That is what really counts. As I walk home, I think about what happened. I realize that rules are important, but so is kindness. Both can be good. Sometimes you have to choose what is right in your heart. I look at the small bill again. It feels like a tiny treasure in my pocket. Maybe it's not just money. Maybe it's a small proof that I tried to do what was right. I walk faster now. I am tired, but hopeful. I know that tomorrow I will face new choices, and I will try to remember that kindness is the strongest rule of all. I walk out of the store slowly. My heart is still beating fast. I feel tired and glad at the same time. I put my hand in my pocket and touch the crumpled dollar bill. That small bill means a lot to me now. It is like a quiet secret I carry with me. It was a hard day. I made a mistake inside, but I also did something kind. I helped the woman with her medicine, and I broke a rule to do it. Now I wonder if I did the right thing. Should I always follow the rules? Or is it sometimes better to do what feels right in your heart? I look down at the ground as I walk outside. The bright sun feels warm on my face. I think about the man at the checkout. He was so strict, so angry. He wanted everyone to follow the rules exactly, but he did not see that sometimes rules are not enough. Sometimes kindness is more important than rules. As I stand outside, I see the big store doors close behind me. I take a deep breath. I remember how the woman looked when she thanked me. Her eyes were full of worry, but also hope. She was scared but grateful. I feel proud that I helped her, even if it was risky. Suddenly, I hear a loud voice behind me. It's the man from the store. He is still upset. He says loudly, You broke the rules. You should not have hidden those items. That's dishonest. I turn around slowly. His face looks angry, but I see a little frustration too. I want to tell him that I only did it to help, but I know he won't listen. He believes rules are everything. The man points his finger at me. You think you are clever, but you are wrong. Rules keep us safe. Without rules, everything would fall apart. I look at him and take a deep breath. I want to say something, but I am afraid. Instead, I just shake my head a little. I feel a wave of sadness. I wanted to do what was right. But he does not see it that way. Just then, I notice a man standing nearby. He is quiet and looks kind. He watches everything without saying a word. I realize he was watching me all along. He is the person who helped me earlier. He walks over slowly. He smiles softly and says, "Sometimes rules are not enough. Sometimes we have to think about what's kind. You did a good thing today." I feel surprised. I did not expect him to say that. I look at him and nod slowly. I want to believe that he is right. Maybe breaking a rule once in a while can be okay if it helps someone. The man turns to the angry man and says, "Not everything is black and white. Sometimes, small acts of kindness make the world better. We should remember that." The angry man frowns and steps back. He looks angry, but I think he is also confused. Maybe he has never seen things this way before. I take my small bill out of my pocket and fold it gently. It is a little gift I give myself. It is proof that I tried to do good. I look at the kind man and thank him with my eyes. "Thank you," I whisper quietly. "Thank you for helping me. Thank you for believing in kindness." He smiles again and nods. "Always trust your heart. Sometimes rules are not enough. Be brave and do what is right." I feel a warm feeling inside. I may have broken a rule today, but I also helped someone. I learned that kindness is more powerful than strict rules. It is stronger. It can change the world, even one small act at a time. I turn to walk away. I feel a little lighter now. I know I might face more questions someday, but I will remember this moment. I will remember that sometimes doing what's right means taking a small risk, and that small act of kindness can make a big difference. As I walk down the street, I look up at the blue sky. I smile softly. I know I did my best today, and that is enough. I walk outside the store, feeling tired but calm. The sun is shining. I clutch the small bill I gave to the woman. It's crumpled a little, but it's proof that I did something good. I take a deep breath and look around. I am glad I helped her, but I also feel strange. Did I do the right thing? Or did I break a rule that I should not have broken? My mind is full of questions. I know I bent the rules a little to do a kind act. I help someone in need, but now I wonder what the rules really mean. Is kindness more important than rules? Or do rules keep us safe and fair? As I walk down the street, I see the store behind me. I see the busy road. People are talking. Cars are passing. I feel tired in my body and in my heart. I think about the woman I helped. She was so scared. She was about to cry. I saw her face and knew I had to do something, even if it was against the rules. Suddenly, I remember the man who was so angry in the store, the man who said I was breaking the rules. I think about how he looked at us, how his voice was loud, how he wanted to punish us all. He was sure he was right, but now I wonder if he saw what I saw, that sometimes rules are not enough. Sometimes kindness is more important. I look around and see the stranger who helped me, the man who slipped those forbidden items onto his belt. He was brave. I am thankful for him. He did not just follow the rules blindly. He used his mind. He wanted to do what was right. I feel a little stronger inside because of him. I also think about the woman's secret medicine. She told me she forgot it. She was so worried. I wonder if she is okay now. I hope she is safe. I hope she takes her medicine and feels better. As I walk, I decide I will keep doing what feels right. Sometimes rules are good. They keep order. But sometimes they can be too strict. They can stop us from helping others. I want to listen to my heart. I want to be kind, even if I break a rule now and then. I see a small coffee shop nearby. I think about stopping for a drink. I need a little break. I want to think more about what I did today. Was it good? Was it right? I do not know for sure, but I feel a small spark inside, hope that kindness can make the world a little better. I go into the coffee shop and order a simple coffee. I sit at a table by the window. I watch the people outside, smiling and talking. I feel peaceful, even with my questions. I know I did something brave. I know I helped someone who needed it. As I sip my coffee, I remember the words I heard somewhere long ago. Sometimes, doing the right thing is not easy, but it is always worth it. I nod to myself. That is true. In this moment, I understand something important. Rules are good, but they are not always enough. Compassion is what makes us truly human. It is okay to bend a rule if it means helping someone. I finish my coffee and stand up. I feel stronger now. I will go back into the world and keep listening to my heart. I will try to be kind, brave, and honest. I will remember that sometimes the greatest kindness is when we help others, even if it means breaking a rule. As I leave the coffee shop, I see the street again. I see children playing, people talking, life going on. I smile because I know I made a small choice today, a choice to be kind, a choice to be brave. And I know that maybe, just maybe, that is enough. I walk out of the store slowly. My heart feels heavy, but also a little lighter. I hold the small crumpled dollar bill in my hand. I think about everything that just happened. It was a strange day. I made mistakes, felt judged, and then found a way to help myself and someone else. Now I am outside, alone with my thoughts. I look around. The sun is bright and cars pass by. I feel tired, but also curious. I wonder what will happen next. Inside the store, I remember how scared I was. I made a small mistake at checkout. I forgot some medicine I needed. The man behind the counter looked at me with angry eyes. He told me I broke the rules. It felt like he wanted to punish me. But then a stranger, I will call him the helper, saw my fear. Without saying a word, he did something brave. He quietly slipped some forbidden items onto his belt. It was a secret. It was a test. He wanted to show that sometimes rules are not the only way to do what is right. He wanted to help me without getting caught. I saw him do it and felt a flicker of hope. Maybe there are good ways to fight unfair rules. I also told the helper about my medicine. I whispered that I had forgotten it, that I needed it to stay healthy. I was trembling, but I wanted him to know how much I needed help. He nodded. He understood. Then he did something kind. He handed me a small piece of paper, a $5 bill. It was not much, but it was enough to buy the medicine I needed. I took the money and felt a strange mixture of feelings. Thankfulness, yes, but also guilt. Did I do the right thing? Did we break the rules for a good reason? I don't know. I only know that I was grateful to have someone who cared. Before I left, I looked at the helper. He smiled gently. I whispered, "Thank you," and quickly turned away. I didn't want to cause more trouble. I slipped the $5 bill into my pocket, close to my heart. As I walk down the street, I think about what just happened. I wonder if breaking the rules was right, or was it wrong? I know that sometimes doing what is kind and caring is more important than following every rule. The man in the store was very angry. He wanted order, and he wanted to punish anyone who broke the rules. But I saw something else. I saw that small acts of kindness can be stronger than strict rules. I saw that sometimes you have to make a choice between what is right and what is safe. Maybe the helper was right. Maybe rules are not always what really matters. Maybe being kind is more important. I keep walking, thinking. I don't have all the answers. I only know that today I learned that kindness can be a quiet, brave act. That sometimes rules need to be questioned if they hurt people. And I will remember that, because in the end, it is not just about rules. It is about doing what is right for others, even if it means breaking a small rule or two. I look at the sky. The sun feels warm. I take a deep breath and smile a little. Maybe I made a mistake today. Or maybe I made a small victory. I don't know, but I do know this. Kindness is a special kind of strength, and I will try to be brave enough to use it whenever I can. With that thought, I walk on. I feel a quiet hope inside me, because I believe that small acts of kindness can change the world, one step at a time.